Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this entire nail. It's going to be a brown and nude ombre. Just keep on watching. You want to make sure as you're filing the fake finger that there is no shiny spots, because I do get a lot of questions on how to apply the tips on the fake finger. Some people say it will not stick on. You just have to make sure that there's no shiny spots and it's a kind of like a rough surface. And this is only for the fake finger. You don't want to overfile the natural nail. So right here, I'm taking my KDS glue and I'm taking these extra long tips. You can find these on Amazon or you can find these at rochanails.com. And I apply a little bit of glue on the tip and gently press down for like 10 seconds. So right here I'm taking my curved scissors. You can find these at Walmart or Amazon, and I just use these to cut the length and also cut the sides for whenever I do like a coffin or tapered square or even stiletto, pretty much every shape. So now right here I'm cutting the sides and I'm kind of cutting straight up, but I'm also taking the scissors in a diagonal in order for it to cut straight, if that makes any sense. You'll kind of see right here what I'm doing, kind of going diagonal but also cutting straight, and this is how it looks. Now I'm taking my hand file. I use 80/80 for shaping only. I don't use this on the natural nail. And what I do here is put my file right against the nail tip and file up and down just like that. And that's how kind of like I create my straight shape or sharp shape, if you want to say. I just do this, just go side to side, and remember, don't go over filing on one side, because sometimes your nail can go crooked and it's gonna look wrong, and then you have to take it off, and it's a whole process, so you just have to be really careful. Right here, I like to file up and down because I feel like it gives me a more straight shape. You don't have to do this. You can always go side to side, but this is kind of like a recommendation on how to get a more sharper shape. Also, remember to flip the nail upwards like this to see if it's straight and not crooked. Also, you don't have to do this step, but I just wanted to show how the shape looks like. It's kind of difficult to see. And as you're filing the bottom there, that was my mistake. It started cracking on the sides there. So you want to hold down the finger like this and start filing side to side like how I'm doing right here. Now I'm ready for application. Today I'm using Chocolate by Vanessa Nails, and I'm using Victoria's Collection number 6 in Valentino. I'm using my Hey Beautiful monomer, and I'm also using Hey Beautiful Crystal Clear to encapsulate my ombre. Now we're going to start with the brown first, and what you want to do is place your bead down, and you're going to move it up. But as you're going towards the center of the nail, thin it out a little bit, because if you keep it too thick on the top, it's going to be a little bit difficult to blend the nude, and you're going to see like a little harsh line whenever you finish your ombre. So I'm already finished with that, and I'm taking my Valentino nude, And I really like using their nudes to blend, because it's not like, I don't know if you've seen those acrylics, but they're kind of like sandy or like gritty, if that makes sense. But these are perfect for blending. And what you want to do here is do soft strokes. And I also added a small bead to begin with. That's what I like to do when blending dark colors. You kind of want to use small beads and do gentle strokes going down. I'm not applying pressure at all, because if you do apply pressure, the blend won't come out as, as blended. Now I'm taking the cuticle bead and gently again swiping it down. And if there's any spots missing, just apply a little bit more nude and blend it down, and you'll be good. You can see right here that I kind of missed a spot, so I went and added a little bit more nude, blend it down a bit, clean your sides as well, and that's it, pretty much. Also added a little bit of more, nude, and kind of blended it more downwards, because I like to make my ombres a little perfect, or not like perfect, but like I want to make sure it's right, like it's just right. So I take as many beads as I want to make sure I, make a blended nail. I don't want it to be too harsh. So that's what I do here. I always check my sides too to see if everything's blended down correctly. After I'm done blending, I take my clear and I go into encapsulate. You want to make sure you encapsulate all your ombre designs, because if you don't encapsulate your ombre designs, the design is just going to be ruined once you go into file. It's just not going to look blended anymore, and then you have to start all over, and you have to like go and open your acrylics, and you have to do the blend again, and it's a whole process, and you just don't want to go back into that process again. So make sure to please encapsulate. And this is how my application looks like, encapsulated and everything. And now once it's dry, you check it, you tap it, and if you hear a click noise, that means it's completely dry. And you're doing the same thing. You're just putting the file against the nail tip, file up and down. You're just reshaping the nail so it looks nice, and crisp. And then I like to go underneath just a little bit to take off those crusties. That's what I call them. It's like little, leftover crusty parts of the tip, and it's like really annoying. But that's what I did to take them off. Now I'm taking this tapered barrel bit. You can find this at rochanails.com, and this is sealing the cuticle area. A lot of people ask me, can we get a close-up? Can we get a close-up? So here's the close-up of what I do. You're just going around the cuticle area and sealing it all together. This is an important part of doing nails, because if you don't seal the cuticle area, you're gonna get lifting. Trust me. I sometimes didn't know this, and sometimes wouldn't, do this step, and I'd get lifting too, no worries. But all you have to do is seal the cuticle area and you should be good. Now I'm filing the entire nail, and you want to be super careful in this, because if you start over filing the nail, you're going to take that clear, whatever you encapsulated, off, and you're going to start filing the actual design, And if you start, filing the design, the blend is gonna go away. So you want to make sure you want to be really careful filing the nail. This is what I do as well. I take my bit horizontal and I kind of do this step in order to get a more sharper shape. And my nail is all filed up and it's ready for buffing. Now I'm buffing the nail and I do it kind of more horizontal and I do a vertical too as well. You want to make sure everything is buffed. I also buff underneath to again get rid of the little crusties on the bottom. It's just an easier step for me. It was a little difficult doing it on this fake nail because you see that little base part was kind of bothering, but this is what I do on a normal, client. And I'm using Rocha Nails matte top coat today. I decided to make it matte because it's fall time and I wanted to do it matte. And you can also use my code with her, Cynthia10, for money off. And this is what the nail looks like. At first it is glossy, but once you pop it in the UV lamp, it's going to get matte. So this is how it would look like glossy, and this is what it would look like matte. And this is just a preference. You don't have to do it matte, but I fell in love with matte. It's just beautiful. It gives that little fall vibes, and I really like it how it came out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.